So the name of my father that owns that winery, it's Davian Martakov.
Davian or Damien?
Davian. No, Davian. Davian. I'm gonna go with Davian.
Aye. Do you have any kind of leadings as to what might have happened, or do you not have any idea?
I have no idea. Me and my father, we're not on the most fantastic of terms, but he wouldn't stop sending it out unless it was dire.
Is he
How
far from
far
here?
away is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes, it's not. It's not exactly a park wander. It's quite a way. I will check how far it is. Let me find my map. What was that? Oh,
Ben just fumbling
Ben's
with his shelf and just falling off.
Ben's looking for something important. What's he lost? It's his headphones.
Yeah, no, just lots of stuff fell off of my cabinet there. I think it went yeah, and most of the shit fell off of it. But
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite thing to happen.
perfect handyman, right here.
Did you put the shelves up?
Nah, I wish I did.
I'll
Nah.
Let's face it, if you put them up, it wouldn't still be done.
back in the room.
Yeah, it'll be fucked. Yo,
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's about 7 steps away.
It's like a 10-hour march.
So decent day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 2
Aaron.
days if you want to take it slow.
Arranger, I noticed that you haven't got your arm. Are you alright doing an adventure without an arm?
Were you arm robbed?
I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping
The armed.
we do this maybe tomorrow at some point, or maybe a little bit later. Because
I mean, it's getting late, so we will have to rest.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
listen to
night
that.
now.
Listen to that. He doesn't have an arm, and he still wants to go on an adventure. We should really give the man a hand right here.
Aha!
Can someone take my crossbow and shoot him for me?
Yeah, you can't fire your heavy crossbow without 2 hands, so you are effectively armless.
I've got a short sword.
Alright,
No,
so I'll say to
Be
these
right-handed.
I'll say to these guys, we obviously will help you out, but is there some kind of obviously an exchange? Is there a deal going on where we can maybe get a bit more information about what's going on here?
If you help us with this, yes, my network will be at your disposal. We'll help you reach your goals, and you can help us reach ours. And maybe if you do it quick enough and bring us back some of that wine we're supposed to have for the inn, we'll even put in a little gold for you. How's that sound?
Yeah, by all means.
Sure.
A worthy deal.
Fantastic.
Is there any idea about the threats we may encounter at the winery at all, or on the way?
Difficult to say. I have heard reports of strange plants roaming the regions in that area. Some of the ravens have come back telling tales of angry plants and nature turning against man. So
maybe
be
there's
careful.
like a druid clan at foot, maybe, or something.
Could well be. Yes, that's a good suggestion. Something like that. Some sort of blight upon the land has driven it against those who live there.
Obviously, most of the people that we have encountered are either kind of on Strahd's side or just not on any side at all. Is there any kind of proof that you can kind of reassure us that you're not along with him? Because we obviously we don't know. You can never know who to actually believe in this place.
Those are wise words. You are completely right. There is never enough proof. How can I prove this to you?
You say you've got a network, but how do you know that your network isn't actually been infiltrated already?
if my network had been infiltrated, this inn wouldn't be standing anymore. We know that for a fact that Strahd is trying to search out the Ravens, trying to hunt them down.
Okay, so he knows about the Ravens, but that's about it.
Alright,
He
I'm gonna
knows of our
whisper
existence.
to. I'm gonna whisper to a ranger, like
Arranger.
a ranger,
Ranger.
sorry, a ranger,
Just a ranger. Pick anyone.
Away from
a
me.
ranger. I want the red Power Ranger. Um,
Okay, no.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna pretty much be like, well, why don't we just go to Strahd and tell him where this resistance is, and maybe he lets us go. But I whisper that into his ear.
Nice. Okay.
Do I hear that?
I whisper
If
into
you want to
his
make a
ear.
stealth roll, if and make a.
I mean,
So
I'm
you can beat
whispering,
Sean's
like literally
accurate.
right next to his ear.
We're
You know what I mean?
We're all on the same
Like
table.
hand like
Yeah,
this. So they see
you
that
are
I'm
all at the
whispering.
same table.
Yeah,
No, no,
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Scott didn't
whisper.
walk back. To be fair,
We're the only people here.
Yeah, but I mean, like whispers are whispers,
But
dog.
there's no
Have
background
you ever
noise
tried
to
to whisper
drown
here
it
and
out.
listen to a whisper?
There's no background
but
Like
noise.
a genuine whisper?
I mean, to be fair, we are talking as well, so it's not like
I'll roll for it because I don't know the tone of my own voice apparently.
he does a
So
one and just
it's,
shouts into his ear. To be fair, I think it's against
You
their
get a 6, man.
passive.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, against their passive.
Yeah, my passive perception is only 10.
Yeah.
If you get below a 9,
okay,
even I can
alright,
tell you, I have a passive perception of 9.
well, shit. Okay, I'll roll. Hold on.
I got a 4.
Roll to be quiet. I
Roll to
got like
not
a
actually
what sort of stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Yeah. Plenty.
don't even hear it.
Yeah. You know Ichabod hears it, but everyone else absolutely bamboozled.
Huh?
I'll say if everyone else is okay with this, then I think we have a deal. But we all rest for tonight and make our way in the morning.
Yes. I don't advise traveling at night if it can be avoided. Stay tonight. Head out when your friend is at full strength, and just be quick about it. As much as there is bad blood between me and my father, I don't want anything to happen to him.
Of course. I can respect that. Well, thank you.
No, thank you. Hopefully, if this all works out and we can all be trusted as we think we can, maybe we'll finally be free.
Hope so.
Okay.
You've got
Good
my
night to you.
word. Thank you.
Have a good night now.
Good night, Dylan.
Good night to you.
Good night.
Bye boy.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, so you guys head up to your various rooms. Well, I say rooms, but most of you are just in one.
I'll point to this place and I'll be like, yeah, you guys are here, and I go to my room.
You guys realize that you didn't get enough beds because Vaughn's just standing there like, where do I sleep?
I give up my bed for Vaughn. I just roll out my bedroll and sleep on the ground.
If there's not enough beds, I'll be like, all right, someone can join me.
I don't sleep, so do you want me to go in there?
Sure. Don't do
Yeah.
anything
Eerie.
weird.
Is that for the? Can we see what the bunk bed looks like, Leon?
It's,
Yeah, I'll show you the room.
wood.
It's a wooden bed.
But it's got a face.
It's full of knives. Forgot to tell you about that.
Knife bed.
Sleep in the knife bed.
Yes,
Be
it's
the
a
last
small
you
bed.
have. Knife bed.
Is there a bucket in the corner where I can shit?
Shit bucket. No.
Shit tastes like
Okay.
piss.
Yeah, there's no poop bucket, I'm afraid, mate. You have to hold it in.
I'll once everyone gets into the room, I'll pull the door shut and I'll put the chair against the door like I did in the
Classic
first
chair
one.
tactic.
So if it, so it stops people from getting in.
Is there any random guys in there with him?
No. That you hired out all the beds to the bunk room,
Cool.
so it is just you now.
I'm still exhausted. Can we make? Is this going to be proper rest.
You don't know what assailed you last time and whether or not it'll be a proper rest this time.
Well, you know, I've got Aringer looking over me. I'm comfy.
Hey, I don't have my hand. I pull out my short sword.
For a metal guy, he really breathes a lot.
I go, well, me and Aringer are together.
Yeah.
Did Oranga say anything to the thing I whispered to him? Sorry.
He probably would.
Or did he just walk off?
No, he probably.
He's like, none of that.
Because I know that I won't be able to pass the stealth roll, whispering back.
No, I see. Look, if I reply, it's going to blow our cover.
Oh yeah.
He's got one vocal. He's got one vocal setting in his system, and it's all string. I don't think we should betray these nice people. Right, what were you going to say to Aringer there, Sean?
I was gonna say, I've got this is vial. You might be able to add to possibly your bolts and arrows just to make them a little bit more sharper and magical. I got it from just a merchant. I'll hand you the bowl. You can. It's a little oil that you can put on up to 5 arrows, and it just makes it magically damaged, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Magically
Thank you
damaged.
very
Make sure stuff rot away.
Yeah.
much. Oh, no.
I don't really need it, but I imagine you can. It can be applied to a weapon, or well, I'll send you all the rules. But
Okay.
It has flesh-eating disease in it.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
becomes
You
sentient.
think it's magic? It's just horrible.
A horrible,
Clumping all
horrible.
this.
Thank you. That helps a lot. That'll be handy in
Can
the
he
future
be
a bit.
in the bin?
What?
So we're thumping all this.
Where is
Flump's in the
Flump in all
flump
this?
dimension. He's in the flump dimension.
Shit. Alright, that's fair. He needs to go back home every now and again, I suppose.
Yeah.
He's spending their gold every day to send him home and bring him back.
He's Flump's actually hired out this room.
What, just the whole inn.
My God.
That's how big Flump is.
Giant.
So I'm just have the ability to open
Oh
doors
my
to
God.
different power universes. It just
Yeah.
goes there.
Other than that, I will go to sleep and wait for the morn to come.
Okay, everyone else bedding down. Anything else anyone wants to talk about in the bunkhouse before we jump to the morning?
What do you
No,
think about the mission?
You don't do.
I was gonna say, what do you think about the trek to this winery?
Who are you talking to?
Just everyone,
Okay.
like more or less looking at.
It's got to be one of
It's
you
just-
two because none of the other ones are in this room.
Oh, okay, yeah.
it's-
So, I don't quite know, friend. It seems like a long quest for something that's so minimal. To what? Prove that they can trust us? We brung them wine. Like, I hear there's a company called Amazon that does exactly the same thing.
Just get one of those guys to deliver the one.
But yeah, I mean, you don't really trust every Amazon delivery just because they deliver your stuff.
Who is
What the
Amazon?
fuck is Amazon?
Oh, it's something back in my land.
I'm struggling. One, I'm struggling to get what the point of Ben's conversation is, and he keeps referring to Amazon.
This is twice that Jeff Bezos has appeared.
He's always here.
Is Jeff Bezos paying you to sneak Amazon into our D&D game?
Shh, Alexa's telling me to do it, bro.
She'll delete my bank account if I don't.
Look, I think I don't think we have a choice in the matter. I want to get out of this as much as you do. We want to get out of Brovia, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, I want to get out, but there's maybe another way.
What's the other way?
I look around and I'm like, so everyone's. There's no one else in this room.
Ichabod and Vaughan are in the other, just one bed away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just me and Aringer, who's not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other rest of you are in that room
well,
together.
we could just tell Strahd where this big resistance is, and then boom, he lets us go free. We done him a service.
I trust Strahd as little, much less than I trust these people. What do you? It's not even a decision.
But again,
Look-
why would they trust complete strangers and say, "Hey, we're the resistance"?
From what we
Okay.
know of Strahd, he's completely deranged. Trying to
That is
barter a
what-
deal with him effectively.
Didn't you read Strahd's? Didn't you read Strahd's journal when he was like fucking deranged?
Yeah.
And now Ben's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Not just
No,
that.
it's not
but
shake his hand. It's more rat out my friends so I get a reduced sentence and
let's,
for
let's look at this
Yeah,
way. This
yeah.
way. You go and tell
That works.
Strahd
Proper
about the
Takeshi
resistance,
6ix9ine in
right?
everything.
Then,
He's Takeshi 6ix9ine in it.
so you
Damn.
tell Strahd about the resistance. You give him everything, and he owes you nothing. He's just gonna betray
Yeah, but
you.
it's not my problem.
He's
I'm
just
free
gonna
from the
betray
land,
you.
hopefully.
No, you're not understanding. He has no reason to give you anything. Do
And
not
carefully.
trust Strahd. Our best bets
It's a
are
great video.
with this resistance.
Well, how do we know this is not just a test from Strahd? And if we turn him in, he's actually like, "Hey, you did well."
And what
You
if we
passed the
turn him
test.
in and he says, "Yeah, you did well. I might keep you around to continue doing well."
Then I guess I serve my new overlord.
Why are you
I, for
so
one, accept our new overlord.
okay? And then what if he says to kill one of us?
We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it.
I'd rather not cross the bridge at all.
Well, I mean, I would rather not as well. That bridge is the best path left untrodden, or whatever they say.
I'm beginning to.
Ben's mixing fucking metaphors like mad. The path least trodden is the bridge, better not burn it.
For pennies, for pounds, like I always say.
I like it. Only a real poet can blend metaphors with such finesse.
Why, thank you. He did study some time in poetry. No, he didn't really.
I just feel
He
like
should have done.
we
Make
should
sure
not
better
trust Strahd in the slightest. He's
But why should I
deranged.
trust these people in the slightest?
These people aren't out to kill us.
How do you know?
Right.
We've met them one occasion. They gave us some drink, and then they say,
I'm not
"Hey, go
saying-
fetch wine for us."
I'm not sitting there saying we should trust them wholeheartedly. I'm saying that they have more reason to, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Strahd, they don't like Strahd as much as we don't. We want
How
to
do
get
you know
out.
that?
Do you see anyone in this place that can truly like Strahd?
I mean,
He's a
there's
megalomaniac.
there's a thing called lying, friend. It's where you say something you don't mean.
I understand that, but do you truly trust Strahd? Do you think he's gonna follow through and let you out?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I should trust these people. As I said, I've met them one time. They said there were spies. They didn't say there were spies, sorry. We heard there were spies about. And they're just like, yeah, we're the leader
They
of a
said they were
resistance.
spies.
You know, like who in a resistance would meet complete strangers and be like, yeah, we're part of the resistance? Like, it just doesn't
They
make
never
sense
said
in my
that.
head.
They never said that.
They
He didn't
Yeah.
say he was part of the resistance. He just said he had a network.
They're being cautious.
Oh,
Either way.
we're just going round and round in circles, friend.
No, I understand. I think we just need to get out of here. That's all I want.
Believe me, it's all I want too.
Keeps eyeing up his keeps eyeing you up like he's gonna trade you in for freedom. That's all I can think about. I'm gonna
Just
get out of here.
looking
That's
you
the
up and
last thing
down.
I do.
Judging your worth.
Judging, yeah. How many escapes could I trade you for?
Get out of free Monopoly cards. Jail. Yeah. Oh, Monopoly.
Opposition.
Hopefully we can get away from that.
Monopoly.
Question of the day. Can I get some sleep?
Yeah.
Do I have spookity boogity nightmares?
Alright. I'll tell you now. You can.
Real will never tell
He's not here.
He's gone. We'll never know.
I'm now DM.
Now he's
you
dead.
get all the sleeps. You can never wake up.
No!
You're right.
You can't just assume DM power like that.
He's
Ben's
back, he's
Monopoly
dead.
comment zapped me to the beef zone.
He went to jail.
I went to jail. Do not
Yeah.
do not collect $200.
You rolled
Wait,
doubles.
Do we get more-
So you guys are you guys done? Sorry, if you want to carry on talking, you do it.
No. I was gonna say if we get full rest or we lose something.
So you guys, yeah, bed down for the night. Importantly, let me read.
Importantly, we don't wake up.
Importantly,
Oh,
everyone, the last person to touch their nose dies in the sleep. Quick, quick. No. Ben, can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Excuse me? Alright.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
This is what you
Yeah,
get
here
for
we
eating
go.
all those fucking crack ingredients from the witch's hut.
Your AIDS is spread to your lungs.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
he did
ate.
drink.
Oh, yeah. I
For those
did.
of you that
Didn't
might
I?
have missed
Last
last week,
one.
they found a stash of potions, and he decided he would drink every single one.
Apart from one, which is youth. You
Hey,
thought
they
that
all,
was
they all
too far.
sounded good.
Yeah. He only sipped the youth one. That's true.
Yeah, I didn't want to turn into like a 10-year-old dude, you know?
But
Yeah.
you did drink mother's milk. And
I got a big old 12 to my Constitution saving throw.
Oof. Okay.
Is it because I tried to rat out the resistance and they heard? They have ears everywhere.
They have ears everywhere. The beds have ears. Okay. Let me.
The beds
now
are
I need to-
mimics. But well
The beds
trained.
are all mimics loyal to the resistance. Really, it's a great. Skull, which bed are you sleeping at? Just scroll up a little bit. You see room M. Pick a bed for me.
Row M. Wait, let's scroll up.
Yeah, scroll up a little bit upstairs. So the inn here.
Oh, nice.
I would
the
probably
inn
be by the
here
wall.
has a bunk room with 4 beds. Skull, you're picking which one?
This one.
That one. Okay, let me move you over there just to keep track, so that when you get eaten by a mimic, I know who sees it.
Yeah.
And then we've got Vaughn and Ichabod in the beds there and there.
Oh, so to get to
Ichabod or Vaughn,
R1s,
do you want to swap beds, or are you happy with that placement?
I was going to say, to get to R1, you have to actually go outside.
I'm happy with that.
You got to go outside, yeah.
R1 is I remember R1 has a chair that's placed against the door. Just in case.
He's dead.
Big
Rodrigo dies.
Big X on his token.
It was there for ages. I had like skull and crossbones on him, and it was just him and Flump in the room, but no one knows. You guys happy with that layout then, Brandon?
Yep.
Okay. Ichabod and Rodrigo, can you make me? Let me find it. Constitution saving throws.
Critical.
I got a 20, not crit.
Nice. Ichabod.
21.
No, it's
Just a Borat, just a not even ironic Borat quote.
No.
Straight from the heart.
just straight.
He's straight shooting.
Two straight shooting. Okay, so
Blanks.
straight shooting blanks.
I'm gonna quickly hang up and join again because I can't see anyone. I can't see Leon exactly.
I can't see anyone. Help me.
I'm gonna hang up and call back because I'm blind. So I'm blind. Don't ignore it.
Anytime someone hangs up on the call, I become the DM, like on the positioning.
Yeah, there's a good 75% chance if you hang up, I lose all ability to see. So
Yeah.
Who needs to see?
straight up shooting blanks. Okay, we back.
I'm good.
Nice.
Did you say I'm dead?
And he says I'm good.
Okay. Oh my god, he's dead. I see it. So you guys, in the night, you guys are all sleeping peacefully. You too, Skull. You start sleeping peacefully, and then
Oh yeah.
you begin to see something in your dream once again. You are taken back to the hole in the graveyard. The hole in the grave with something lying in it. Except this time you're in the water and you're looking up out of the hole, and you can see your friends pulling up the rope packing up their bags and leaving you alone in the dark and murky water. You wake up in a cold shiver, laughing insanely. You're like just laughing your head off. You're just absolutely cackling.
I just remember the Ace Ventura movie.
Yeah, you remember the whole movie in your head, and you laugh so much. You laugh yourself awake, and you're almost laughing yourself sick. The rest of you wake up and hear him laughing and he's clearly in pain, sort of bent double, laughing so hard.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is the
it's a
fucking
shocking
potion he
sight.
brought.
It's so funny, it hurts.
This is the laughing potion that you guzzled.
Yes, so if you flash back and remember that there was a potion called laughter, he decided he would drink it.
Oh yeah.
Is
Well,
it?
that's a bit of delayed effects, isn't it?
Ben, you take 5 psychological damage.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Can I do an Arcana quickly to see if I recognize this? If it's the
can do an
magic
Arcana,
behind it.
Yeah.
That is
I think you'll get a lot of magic doodad from him because he is a being of
that-
sand.
He's a
23
magic
to
druid.
sort of-
Yeah.
Still, if I can figure out
23.
the
You
magic
don't get
thing.
any. You don't get any magic you would consider causing this effect.
Okay. Is he still laughing?
Yeah, he's still bent over, laughing. His throat is now raw and dry, and it's more of a wheeze. And you can see little bits of blood speckling the
Water! Water!
sheets. He seems to be screaming the word water.
Do you have silence?
Can you cast silence on us, please? Is there anything any of you want to do?
Give me water, please!
I guess me and Aringer don't really see it.
Do we have access to water? I don't know.
Yeah, you've all got your water skins
Yeah,
on you,
I
presumably.
take my water flask and I try and like hold his mouth open and like prop him up a bit.
Just force feed him some water. Yeah, after a minute or so, he seems to come out of this weird laughing state and return, although he is covered in a cold sweat.
You
Never
alright?
drink the laughing potion, friend. Never drink the
Yeah,
laughing
that sounds
potion.
about right.
Oh, I laughed even more than the B movie in 30 seconds. Oh.
Scott's got constant access to the real world.
It's just a play. They all get haste cast on.
30 seconds.
Movie in 30
Why is it
seconds.
called movie?
You know,
Have you guys
copyright.
seen that play, B-movie in 30 seconds? But everyone gets haze casted on them.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like drunk Shakespeare, but better.
I love drunk Shakespeare.
Sorry.
Yeah.
maybe next time, don't just down bottles of potion you find.
I mean,
You're like
tasted good
berating
at the
him now.
time.
He's like, hey, you should have drunk that potion. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, you're not wrong, G.
I did try and stop you.
You guys seen the walls move?
How do you feel?
Well, I feel like I just had a rib tickling experience, but in a painful way.
This is an advert for Cocoa Pod? Yeah, so yeah, you feel very nauseous and obviously cold and sweaty.
I try and lay down, but is my sheets like wet?
They're pretty damp, yeah. They're pretty
Oh.
damp.
Oh, all right, I take off the
Not
sheets.
massively damp. Alright, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I just lay on whatever there, like be it hay or whatnot. I don't know the quality of these beds.
Yeah, it's like underneath the sheets there's like a structured shape of hay that's been forced into the bed frame that keeps all the hay in, so you can lay on that and still be fairly alright.
Yeah, I'll lay on that.
Did Rodrigo have to do a constitution check as well?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Oh,
I passed it.
I wonder why.
At least I assume so.
Yeah, Rodrigo and Ichabod both had to do Constitution saving throws, but not Vaughn.
Are we alright?
So morning comes. luckily, that isn't enough trauma to break your long rest, so you will gain a long rest. Those of you that are on an exhaustion drop down to 0 exhaustion.
Nice.
Do I get my hit
Although
points?
you do get your hit points back, yeah.
Nice.
You don't feel 100% though.
Yeah.
You still feel something's off. Yeah, just sort of unhingy sort of feeling.
I
Me and
get it.
Ichabod, are we both good in terms of?
You both feel right, yeah. You both feel fine. So what is your plan for the day? Is there anything you guys want to do, or should we skip through the day? Have Aranger collect his arm so that you can head out tomorrow, or is there anything you specifically want to do?
Nothing in particular. I've got my equipment up set out. We can go to get Arranger's arm. And
Yeah,
then set
everyone
off.
got everything. Yeah. Prep day. Does anyone need anything for before you head out to the Wizard of the Winery?
Yeah, I feel like we've already all got everything from the shops
Yeah, I think-
anyway.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, the day passes fairly uneventfully. You do see anytime you spend outside, you will see a lot of the festival decorations for the Wolf's Head Festival are being taken down, and new sort of sun-themed festival items are going up. There's like a big paper sun that's been hung over the town square. There's like orange and yellow ribbons and bunting spread everywhere. So they're clearly gearing up for a new festival.
Strange, strange little customs that this town has, but
Yeah, apparently it's the mayor.
yeah,
We do as we think.
I'm sure it's just a deranged man in charge, but let's not take any note.
Probably.
So after a while, it's probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Who of you are downstairs? Who of you are upstairs? Where are you guys at? Just give me a vague. No need to be super specific. Just give me a vague.
I'll
near
be
the blacksmith.
downstairs, sat on a table.
Yeah, I guess I'd be
Yeah.
downstairs just waiting for Arranger to get his arm back, because that's the only thing we need.
Yeah. So let's say Arranger's just gone to collect it now.
I'll go with them.
I'm still
Alright, so
in.
you two-
I'm still in bed.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess I'll be downstairs with the rest, just waiting for Arranger to come back with his arm so we can go on and save the daddy.
Save the daddy. That's what the quest's called in the quest book. Hey, can you save my daddy? So yeah, you, Ichabod and Vaughn are downstairs when I didn't hear the last part. When a man comes in, you recognize him as the priest from the church. He heads straight over to you guys and sits down at your table. I've heard you guys are the adventuring type.
Perhaps. What is it that you can like?
I need help acquiring something that's been taken from the church.
What's been taken?
An old set of bones.
Whose bones?
The bones of. Whoa!
Carry on.
The bones of Saint and Andral. Sorry, I had to pronounce that. The bones of Saint Andral. They've been taken from the church. Someone broke into the crypt a few nights ago, and the bones are missing. They're the only thing that protect the church from the influences of, everything.
Where do you know where these bones are?
If I knew that, why would I need you?
Yeah, but I didn't know if you want to go collect them. Are they hidden? I mean,
No,
we're
I don't know
gonna
where the bones are.
finder's fee.
No.
Any idea where they are?
Sure. No.
So then, how are we supposed to get them back? We have no idea where they are. This is a big place.
I'm the only person that. No, wait. Me and Yeshka are the only 2 people that know about them. And it wasn't me.
Have you spoken to Yeska? Or not yet?
I haven't talked to him. I haven't seen him.
Where does he live?
He lives. Let me double check. He lives with me at the church.
Have you? It's gonna sound silly, but have you searched the entirety of the church?
Yes, of course I've searched the entirety of the church. Yes.
So how are we supposed to find it then? Again, I don't mind searching for it, but we need some clue of where it could be.
That's why I
Anything.
asked you. You're adventuring types. Haven't you got like magic or something?
I look around the pie, sort of like, do we? Do you have any
It's
magic to
just you
find
and
it?
Ichabod.
I look at Iqbal then. Any idea of how to? You have your holy man. Do you have any idea of where to find these bones?
You're a holy guy. Got lots of holes.
Maybe, but we've got our own troubles. I don't know if we have time to really.
I know.
Well, I can't guarantee the safety of the town without those bones.
That's the issue. If we come back and this town's been overrun by wolves or whatever,
It could be worse than that.
Right. Well,
I don't.
Can you give us? And I look to the table. Should we go at least have a look? Where were these bones kept?
They were kept in the crypt, right below the church.
Is there a lock to the door, or is there some sort of protection that stops people from getting in?
Yeah, the door's locked.
And who has the key? Just you?
Just me.
Do you have the key? Did you have the key on you, or do you know where the key is at all, or do you still have the key basically?
What the whole thing is underneath the floorboards of the chapel. I haven't used the key in years.
Look, let's just.
Well, have a
Fine.
look.
We've got a bit of time to kill. Let's just go have a look. We'll go and have a look. We'll go and have a look.
All right.
Okay.
So
Should we
he
just-
takes you down to the chapel if there's no qualms.
Is anyone
Yeah.
gonna come up and get me? Because I'm just laying in bed, like.
Nah, leave him. He's busy.
I
Busy
don't.
guy, isn't he?
No, I just,
I
We don't- we're not-
specifically keep it secret from him.
I mean, we're just having a look.
Okay, I mean, if you're not gonna say, you're not gonna say. I'm just chilling upstairs, you know.
It just sounds so like you sound
Alright.
so like yeah, say it's fun.
You guys have an adventure without me.
Yeah, you guys enjoy the adventure. I'll just be laying on this hay bed.
I'm busy. Sweating.
Yeah, sweating the laugh out.
Sweating the laugh out. That's my prison name.
Oh,
Don't,
well,
don't ask me.
prison name.
Yep, go. We'll head out, I guess.
Okay, so you guys head down the road, the main road again, back to the chapel you were at just the day before. He takes you over to the hole in the the floorboards that cover the hole in the floor. He pries up the floorboards
before
and
he does
show.
that- Sorry, having a look at the floorboards themselves. Do they look like they've been broken? Do they look like they've been like torn up, or does it
Make
look
an
like it's
investigation
job? Can I add anything because of my architecture background?
No,
Denied.
You gotta try sometimes.
you got to give it a go. I reckon. I respect it, but I don't think it applies in this one.
That is a 21.
Yeah, so you see patches of like dirt, mud. More specifically, it looks like mud between some of the floorboards.
I will. Sorry, continue.
I was just going to say, and as he pulls these floorboards up to reveal the trapdoor below, you can see better that there is wet mud, or nearly dry mud now that's been caked in between some of the floorboards.
So I'll point that out to Ichabod. But look, this mud here almost dried, which means it hasn't been this long since the bones been taken. How often do you check the bones down here? Do we get a timeline of when it might have been taken?
I don't ever check. I only knew because the floorboards were pulled up when I came in here
When was that? Sorry.
2 nights ago.
So it's been 2 nights since the bones been taken. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't want to cause panic. I feel like panic's the last thing we need right now. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Did you
of
say
course.
that they were footprints, or it was just mud on the floor?
Just mud that's sort of been forced in between some of the floorboards.
Almost
Right.
like it almost seems like people walk through and they sort of maybe stumped it down through the floorboards like that.
Maybe, but there's no evidence of mud on top of the floorboards.
Okay. And looking like beneath the floorboard, is there mud or there's sort of stone that sort of works its way
It's a
through?
stone base. It's a stone
Okay.
base with a trapdoor built in.
Okay.
The trapdoor itself is like a heavy, dark timber of some sort.
And that has the
It's
lock
jungle
on it.
plank, and that has a big lock on it. Yeah.
Does the lock look like it's been forced open? Or
You want to make an investigation?
yeah.
I'm sure. Oh, never mind.
7. Nope, I've got a +9 to thingy, so 11.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so investigative. The lock does look like it's been forced at some point.
Okay.
Okay.
It would be difficult to tell without really looking, but after looking, it does show signs of wear around the opening, the key opening, that could be forced.
Okay. And looking down the sort of hole, is what are we actually looking at? So we've got the gates there, and is it only the?
It's a trapdoor. You're looking at a trapdoor.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so he pulls the floorboards up.
Yep.
There is the cobbled stone floor sublayer, and then built into this sublayer there is a trapdoor, the lock of which looks to have been forced at some point.
Well, I don't know that yet until Akot says something.
Yeah. I turn to the priest. Is he with us, yeah?
Yeah, he's standing right there with us. He's got a very worried look on his face.
I say, is it okay to go and have a look? And I
Yes,
point
yes. I
to
will go and get the key.
Do we know? Have you told me yet? It's been broken into, or do I know that?
No,
I
he hasn't
mean-
told you yet.
I ain't told you. No.
Okay.
So the priest shuffles off to find the key. He's going into some back room somewhere.
Any idea?
Not really yet.
It's a big town. It's been 2 days.
And why would someone who lives in the town want to disrupt the peace, knowing what's out there, what could actually get them?
I was thinking. My only thought is it's maybe someone outside the town, a spy maybe, who's come in.
Possibly.
Maybe see,
but
see if he knows anyone who's recently arrived in the last 2 days.
yeah. Yeah. For now, I just want to go and have a look at where the bones were.
He comes back
Yeah.
with the key and unlocks the lock. It's dark down there. Be careful you don't slip or something. It's not often I go down there. I don't know what state it's in.
I'll be
I
fine.
take out one of my torches and I light it.
You go on down there. Look.
I'm getting those vibes.
Is he going first or
Yeah, I'll go first. Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I mean
you
the-
go first.
the
The priest isn't
priest.
going first. No,
is priest going down there?
doesn't look like the priest is intending to go down the hole. He's not making motions to get close to the hole.
Are you not going down with us, Father?
But it's a small room. Would you like me to point you to the one thing that should be in the room?
Is it just one thing down there?
Well, it's a crypt, so there are skeletons, but
I'd like you. I
the one
wanna try
coffin is
something.
kind of.
I would like to come down. I wanna try something, but I need your permission first.
Oh yeah, okay. If you think it can help us get to the bones, then sure, let's get down there.
Yeah.
Go on with the light should probably go first.
Yeah, I go on him.
He'll shuffle down second then, and await. The two of them will await you coming down, Rodrigo.
Yeah, I'll follow through.
Classic follow through. So yeah, this is a 10 by 10 foot small hole in the ground. Basically, it's the walls are completely lined with the sort of sacred dead, the holiest of folks that have died and been sequestered away in this place of honor. A lot of the coffins are very nice, very well crafted. There is one coffin that stands out among the others. and that is the one that the priest heads straight over to. He says he sort of plots his hand gently on the coffin and says, "This is it. This is where the bones were taken from. I found this opened up."
Um, is there looking around at the other sort of the skeletons and the corpses? Is there any that's currently like sort of skeletons out, sort of like?
There is a skeleton with a crossbow in the corner, but he's always there.
Was that actually there, or was that a joke?
No, I'm fucking with him.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any skeletons that's currently out and about?
Stop fucking around.
No,
It's that bit.
Hang on a second. I had some weird dreams. I don't know if I believe you or not. No, there are no skeletons. They're all tucked away in very nice coffins. There are some very nice urns.
What's that mega loud sound?
Yeah, I think it was Leon saying skeletons really loud, but
Oh, did I
twice
say
after he said
skeleton
it.
really loud?
No, he said skeleton, and then like a second after, he was like,
I think it was
jotted
Ben.
up. Yes, I thought it was Ben.
Hey, I'm back. My dog unplugged my thing twice. He's an
Probably
asshole.
Oh, that'll be it.
That'd be it.
We're all discovering the mystery of what was that sound. In the meantime, Ben's deaf.
Yeah, I couldn't hear a word.
Okay, cool. Mystery solved. No, there are no exposed skeletons down here. Just sort of, just the holy bodies and coffins. And
Are there any
urns.
sort of markings of like damage on the coffin itself? Like,
Make another investigation.
While it does that, how big are the skeletal remains to sort of like try and? Because obviously we're thinking, how hard would it be to pick up the skeleton and then take it out? Sort of how big are we looking at here?
The whole skeleton is missing.
Okay.
I got a 23.
No signs of damage on the coffin itself. There is signs of disturbance. The dust is obviously a lot of it has fallen away. The skeletal remains itself obviously completely gone. Other than that, no major clues on the coffin itself.
Right.
You do see small traces of mud that stand out because down here it's quite well kept, quite dry, quite good condition considering. But these tiny little patches of mud, specifically against the wall, one of the side walls, there is a tiny little circle of mud, as if some mud has been pressed against it at some point.
Weird.
That is strange.
Strange.
That is strange. That's I go up to that piece of mud.
Yeah. So you kneel down. It's probably mid shin height, I would say.
Right, okay.
Mid shin,
Um,
mid to low shin.
does it look as though it's sort of like flicked into it or literally pressed into it?
Looks pressed. There's almost like a uniform pressing, like no pattern, but the way it's pressed, it's clear that something smooth has pushed it onto this wall
Smooth.
enough that it would stick there instead of falling.
There's no sort of impression on it that could give away to what it was.
No impression other than a sort of curved, flat surface has done this. Like almost like the back of a spoon would do. That sort of thing.
Spoon.
It could be a spoon.
I
Now
know
I
we did
mentioned
it.
it.
It was a
It's a
spoon.
very large egg.
Dig a tunnel underneath the city.
Maybe
I turned to the priest.
Yep.
Do you know of anyone who would want to do this?
I mean, between you, me, and the hallowed dead here, these bones are the only thing that keeps this place safe.
But
I
do the
guess
people
anyone
know
that-
that?
No one knows that. Me and Yeshka were the only ones. Was that his name? Am I making
Yeah,
that name? up?
Yeshka.
And where's
Yeshka,
this Yeshka now?
I don't know. I haven't seen him all day. He was
Has,
here yesterday. Your friend saw him.
right. Okay. Has this Yeshka ever come across like he has an interest, a vested?
No,
Interesting.
not really. Yeshka's under my wardship. His parents are sadly no longer with us. I look after him here and teach him the ways of the church.
But you don't think he could be lured to perhaps stealing these for someone else, say?
No, Yeshka's like a son to me. No, he would never do that. Fantastic boy. Nothing but loyal, smart, good manners.
Easily influenced?
Well, maybe. He's not very strong-willed sometimes. He could have been influenced, I guess. But who would
I
do such a
think-
thing to such a sweet, innocent boy?
I mean, the person who probably wants to get their monsters into the city, maybe.
I
It
guess.
sounds
yeah,
like
I guess.
the monsters, whoever there's an intelligent force out there who was either able to convince someone or something to get in here and steal these bones, knowing full well what the effect would have on it. The likelihood
But
here
whilst the
will-
bones were here, no monster could have come in here.
so we're looking at
The bones, when they were here, protected these grounds.
But you're
They have done
you're
since this place
saying-
was built.
You're saying that no citizen out there was wise to what these bones were or what their purpose were, and the only two people that know about it are you and the
Yes.
boy. You're adamant
Yeah.
it weren't yourself, and you're telling me that there's not an inkling of a chance that the boy could be in some way involved.
I guess Yeshka has to be involved. Maybe it's best we talk to him.
I think it's best that you go find him.
Okay.
make him not worthy. Make sure he's not understanding of this. If he has any inkling
Make
of
him
what we're
not
doing, he may be able to. He may hide the bones, so it's impossible to find.
Yeah, I won't give anything away.
Okay.
I'll be back. Feel free to come out of this hole.
What do you think, Ichabod?
So he leaves at this point.
Yeah. Do you think it was this young?
At the minute, I
Professor?
don't really know. Outside of this mud, there ain't a lot to go off of.
This feels like a wild goose chase.
Is on the coffin or on the tomb or whatever the body was interred in?
Yep.
Are there any sort of like inscriptions as to who the person was, who this saint was?
Yeah,
or anything?
yeah. So Saint Andrel, I think. That pronunciation is weird. Let me double check.
I did have
Andral. 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 Andral.
Andal. I have an idea.
Oh no. Okay, carry on.
So, I have an idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't want to. I want your opinion.
Go on.
Well, I have a spell that allows me to speak to those who have passed.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think it might help?
I was getting to that, but yeah.
Don't you need the actual remains of the person to talk to them?
Well, there are other bodies in here.
That's the thing.
What if we
Random
kill
voice in
Yechka?
the back of my head.
Does the spell need them to actually have a voice box?
No, it's just
No, I think it brings their spirit forth.
No, you're absolutely right. I think it needs to have a functioning mouth for
Ah.
speak to dead. I thought so anyway.
Double check. It's always
Well,
worth
it
it.
says you grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range. It doesn't say that it needs to have.
A
It
corpse?
depends what you define a corpse as.
Yeah, I was going to say, skeletons can't really talk.
They've always just
Neither
said
can
that.
the corpse.
I swear I've seen somewhere that it needs to have a mouth and it can't. It's something like if you killed it, it also. will not
So if you
want to talk
beheaded
to
it,
you.
it wouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah.
Let's double check. Let's actually, you know what? Instead of double checking, you don't know. Neither of you know if this spell would require a voice box.
Okay.
That makes sense because it's a new spell from anyway.
Yeah.
In terms of, did you say there was actual descriptions as to what this saint did or who he was?
Yes, yes. So this is Saint Andrel. Andrel, how are you going to pronounce it? You get the idea. All the coffin says in common. Well, the only description that's readable is protected in life, protecting in death.
Protected in life, protected in death.
Protected in life, protecting in death.
Yeah. Is there any symbolism of Lathander, the Morning Lord?
There's a lot of Morning Lord symbolism. A lot of the filigree contains pieces of the Morning Lord's iconography. It's a lot of it's worked into the detail work, but it is very clear.
I turn to you, Rodrigo, and I look, before we do anything magical, so to say.
Wink.
Let's just talk to the boy. Perhaps this is a simple fix. Something that don't require anything extreme. The boy could just have him in his room. He could have got scared. We don't know. There can quite often be a logical explanation to a lot of these things.
So at that point, we will pause and cut to Aranger collecting his new and improved elbow. Now it bends both ways. Yeah, so you, Aranger and Ronan, you are both heading to the forge, the smithies. Am I right? Ronan's gone into the crutch zone.
Hello.
Staring at his own. Oh, there he is.
Why is it so bright? His horizon thing on his jumper.
So we're going to
I
the Ye Old Smithy.
Oh.
Yeah, you're going to Ye Olde Smithy, which is the name of the smithy shop.
Nice.
You can see him there working away. He seems to be working some. I've forgotten the word for those long sticks with sharp things on the end.
Swords.
Beers.
No, longer than that.
Pike?
Sort of. Yeah, pikes. The guard's pikes that they're carrying. He's working the final works over some of the blade edges, getting some sharpness, bringing the edges down to a point ready for the guard to use. And as he sees you get close, he sets his work down and he says, I knew you'd be back soon. Come on in, take a look. Who's your friend?
This is my companion Ronan, good friend of mine.
Nice male.
Male? Me? Or
Male.
my arm?
Chain.
Gotcha.
Chain. Yeah. Nice man.
Nice male.
All right, cool. Come in. I'll show you what I've done.
Okay.
So yeah, he has the arm wrapped up in a small piece of like scrap cloth and hands it to you, tied up in a couple of pieces of string.
Nice.
You want me to undo that? I didn't think about this.
Do you just kind of lock it into place?
We can't open the strings. Only got one hand.
I'll do it for you.
Cheers, mate.
There are a couple of. All right, you can do it. Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, you got a screwdriver. So yeah, he sort of notices you're struggling to unwrap the arm and undoes some of the string, and it is like he requested. He's had to disassemble most of the crossbow and work some hinges into the archy bit.
Yeah.
You get the mean? Yeah, the archy bit of the crossbow itself, so that it could fold away. And so the structural integrity of that patch of arm isn't going to be what it used to be.
Yeah.
He had to make room for the crossbow by taking out bits of arm, pretty much. So you still got full motion, but that arm will be considered 1 point weaker than your other arm, strength-wise.
Yeah.
just because the structure isn't there.
Yeah.
But the crossbow does work as intended and is fully concealable.
Nice. I'll write that down. I should
Cool.
forget.
Does that hurt taking your arm off? Or do you just kind of not feel that?
It feels kind of weird. It's like the weirdest feeling is it's like I'm giving blood, and it makes me feel a little bit woozy and dizzy, but I don't feel much pain.
Strange.
So yeah, he takes some tools, a small flathead and a little hammer,
It's not
and
magic
just
or
work.
anything, it's literally just a flathead.
No, this is a magic flathead, and he slides the shoulder back on and puts some of the plating back on. A couple of screws, hammers a couple of pins back into place. All right, there you go. Should work. I'm not an artist of fire. Why can I never say that word? Artificer.
Artist?
No.
Artificer?
An artisan?
You made me say it weird now. Artificer? Or
Artificer.
Yeah, it's artificer.
Artificer. Thank you. But you know, it's okay work.
That's what you can ask
Thank
for.
you. This is what I asked for. So thank you, man.
Cut to 2 sessions later, you're dangling off a bridge and your whole arm slides off at the shoulder.
You got a target board. I can.
What's that?
You got a target board. I can try this on.
I'm sure you can test
Oh.
that later as well.
Yeah, sure, why not? And he like shuffles some stuff around. There's an old shield up there on the wall. Put a crossbow bolt in there. Why not? I got
So
nothing else going on.
how's it? Do I have to like pull something?
Yeah, you've got to use your other arm to load to pull back and load it.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you put it. Yeah, so you can you reveal it with like a hard clench, and then you have to load it and put it back.
I'll go to the fire shop. I got.
Boom!
13 mate.
Nice. Yeah, so it's not too hard to hit this like quite large round shield up on the wall, and the bolt sticks in it nice and well. Well, now that the mechanisms are mostly in there, getting that changed out, it's going to be a whole lot easier than it was to get that thing in there in the first place. So that's
Thank you
good.
very
That's
much.
good. Just don't put too much load on that arm. I had to take a lot of the structural steel out.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
not a strength guy anyway.
Don't hurt yourselves, everyone.
Thank you.
Alright, let's
I'll take out that bolt and keep it.
let's go back to the inn and find the others.
Thank you again. Have a good day. And I'll put like 2 gold. I'll put a gold.
Nice.
Count that.
You put 2 gold, pick
and then
one up.
take one, yeah.
Yeah. This one's for me.
This one's for making it weaker.
I want everything.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
Very
get the
nice.
others and then we can head out.
So you guys start heading back. Everyone else is, well, other than Sculpt, who is a bit in bed.
Resting
some good
over this
rest.
laughing hangover.
Yeah. You can make another check to see if you recover any from your sickness, if you like.
Alright.
I'll consider that.
I got a 9.
Wow. So you don't feel any better, but you don't have any more bouts of the attack of the laughs at any point. So
Okay,
you begin to feel better about it. Cutting
I
back
am
to
feeling
our
better.
intrepid investigators in the hole, what is your guys' plan?
How?
didn't
You're
the-
just waiting for the priest to get back?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah, I guess so. We haven't much of a choice.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, after a little while, the priest does come back. Are you guys still in the hole? Or have you come out?
It was
I
was
guess.
still in the hole. I mean,
Well-
I'd stay in the hole.
You know, I would say that Ichabod saying we should probably get out, leave no suspicion. If he comes in, he
Which
may
one
be
we
a
got?
bit more nervous. You know. It's up to you. What do you think? We can either stand outside and ask him about it, or we can stay in here and make him a bit more nervous. You know, because people don't really like being jumped upon, questioned when it's right in front of them, the scene of the crime.
All right, mate. Give me an essay. Yeah, we'll get out.
Sure, I'm going up. Come on.
Crikey.
It's up to you. Gonna stay down here or go up there?
No, look, we'll get out. All right.
Okay. Let's Step. Climb.
I like that.
Shut the door.
Nice. I'm
You
there.
guys, you guys come up, shut the door, and the priest and Yeska, the young assistant, have come into the main room of the church. They're sitting on the first row of pews, just by.
the goblet of fire?
Did you put your hand in the goblet of fire?
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
Did you put your goblet in my hand?
I'll whisper to
Fire!
Bolt and say, you take the lead.
Good cop, good cop.
I thought we were doing bad cop.
Good cop, better cop.
You better listen to what he said.
Yeah, I walk up and I give a little nod to the priest and I lean down. I'm like, look, mate, I don't want to pressure, but do you know anything about what happened to the bones?
Make a persuasion. What happened to me bones?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
What is my plus? Persuasion is only a +1, so 20.
He nods.
Do you care to tell me? Why?
He looks down at his feet.
You can tell me, mate. I ain't gonna be mad.
I don't want to get anyone in trouble.
No one's gonna get in trouble. So long as we find out where these bones have actually gotten to. Especially you. You're not gonna get in trouble, mate. So don't you worry.
Let's put out a knife. Yeah, no trouble at all.
Yeah, just put on my knuckle
You're not
dusters.
gonna get in
Yeah,
trouble.
no trouble.
Because you'll
No
be
trouble at
dead.
all.
The dead don't get in any trouble. I need to know how to pronounce that.
It was taken by Ung Lang 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 Lang.
Please insert
I
the
was about to
correct
say-
language translation app.
Let me see how to pronounce it. Kevin?
Let me make sure I get this
I
right.
think it's
Keith?
Sean. Sean.
Sean.
Who's sure?
The writing on Sean's top actually looks like it's a light. Like it's that
Yeah.
bright.
Does glow real well.
It's really glowing.
It's like one of those luminous jackets, isn't it?
Yeah. Milovoj. I think it's Milovoj.
Come on, I want to go out this town and slay some bitches.
Jesus.
I want to
Hurry
kill.
up, I want to stab
I
something.
want to kill.
This
I'm,
is
I'm with
Sean-
the slaying
this is
as
Sean
well.
talking.
All I know is I must kill. Who are you talking to? Me? Talking to me?
Yeah, what's the name again?
Are you talking to me?
Talking about
So the name. So the boy just says Milovoj. He. I told him about the bones.
who's that?
The priest speaks up and says, he helps dig the graves.
Right.
Big
I
lad.
thought you told me it was just you and the
17.
boy here.
Yeah, he doesn't live with us. He just helps out when we need some more hands.
Okay.
Do you think he'll have any gain if he takes the bones?
Maybe. The boy can be angry sometimes. He's got a temper to him.
Is he
I'll
young?
turn.
17.
Does he live in
I'll
town?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll turn to the kid and say, "Did you have a fight with this boy in the day? Do you think he took him?"
We didn't have a fight, but I did tell him about him just out of interest. It was an interesting thing. The priest father said that that they were magic and that they protected us and that there was nothing to worry about. And so when they asked, I just told him, and then I didn't think anything of it. And then the next day they were gone. And
All right, it's fine. Look, and I look to the priest. Where does the boy live?
uh, difficult to say. I don't know if he has a permanent residence, but you can find him in town.
Just about. What is he?
Without permanent-
Is he homeless?
Sometimes he stays in the shed out back, but I don't know if he's I don't know if he's got a family. I never really thought about it.
Right.
Without permanent residence, it'd be hard to hide the bones. So the only place, if it was him, the only place he'll take it is that shed.
I
That's where
suppose
I
it's
first
worth a
called.
look, isn't it?
Do you think we should get the others?
We'll check the
We'll just-
shed and then we'll go get the others. We're here now, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess. Father, do you think you can take us to this shed?
Father?
Why have you forsaken me?
Yeah, so he takes you out back to the classic. He takes you out back to the shed where they sort of keep all the digging equipment, basically shovels and picks.